guys, back again with another revisited video, and this evening we're going to be doing a oh look, it's a Joyetech night.
Yeah,
it's an absolute Joyetech fest. We have the Joyetech
and there's a keyboard.
Oh, and there's a keyboard.
That's to come later.
And we've got the Joyetech AIO AIO.
We just can't stop
saying that, honestly. When everybody said, what's that? Oh, it's a Joyetech AIO. And the Joyetech EVIC VTC Mini. So, mate, I think on the last revisited video,
you took a hammering, didn't you?
I took an absolute hammering and had to do both of them. So I'm quite pleased that, I mean, I use that one a little bit more than you, but you can start on that one, bro.
So,
over to you.
Guys, EVIC VTC Mini. For me, I got this, I was really excited to get it, I really was. And quite rightly so. Do you know what? I really liked it. I loved the size. You know, at that point I was running with the Smart Cube 2.
Yeah.
So to get that in my hand was like, oh, this is amazing.
I can hold something in my hand again.
I put a little.
Oh, that sounded wrong.
Yeah,
sorry.
You know, I was a little bit not annoyed. That's not the word I'm going for. I was a little bit upset, I suppose, that it wasn't black. But mate, I prefer it in white. I really did.
Yeah, you said that to me, yeah.
After seeing it in black and then like using it in white and stuff like that, I really did, liked it. You know, there's, do you know what? There's so many things to talk about it. We did the unboxing, we did all that, did the video, and then we upgraded it all and it changed everything, didn't it?
It absolutely changed everything. You got an extra mode out of it, didn't you?
You got bypass mode, which is, took me a little bit of time to get my head around it, but it is just a straight output of voltage, essentially. So almost, if you imagine how an unregulated mod works, it's kind of the same. So it unloads all the battery straight to your coil, but with your safety, you know.
So there is a certain amount of regulation in there.
Yeah, exactly. Which is really good. You know, obviously it does. You know, does do your temperature controls and all that other stuff as well.
All that other jazz.
All that other jazz. But for me, one of the biggest things, and I think again at that time I was running with the Smart Cube 2. I was sort of venturing into sort of building, and what I really like to see now, especially what I like to see, is a amp meter or gauge.
Amp
shows you how many amps you're drawing.
Yeah.
You know, and I started to get into some quite heavy builds, and obviously battery safety. And I promise you guys that video's coming. For me, and I use this quite a bit to build on. So I put my my RDA on there and actually built on there, testified it and stuff like that, and then I started using it. I even put the Griffin on there and rolled with it for a bit, and then I put the RDA back on there and chopped and changed, and I actually went through and used this a lot. The battery door is phenomenal. It really is. The buttons are brilliant. The quality, the finish.
Was this the one with the battery cover that actually had the... Yeah, it was. Yeah, the long strips.
Yeah,
the long strip magnets.
The big magnet.
I mean, look, that really sucks it in. It's really good. Yeah.
So no problems with putting any tanks on. Like I said, with the 510 connection, I loved all the modes. I really loved it, and still do really love it. And in fact, to be perfectly honest, again, this is courtesy from vapingliquid.com. And I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it to use. It's perfect for nights out. The only downside is single 18650 battery, so you're not going to get a whole day out of it. You might get a whole day out of it if you're say you're running with like I don't know, sub-tank mini. That type of thing.
Something.
Running at like 35 watts. You might then. Most of my stuff I'm sort of pushing anywhere between 40 watts to 120 watts. So it really does sort of depend for me, but I really liked it. I think for me, would I actually go out and buy one?
Well, you've just said you're going to get one.
Yeah, I really would.
So that's already answered.
Yeah, that is. I don't know what else to say really. I really did like it. And
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
times. What would you give it score-wise then?
Right.
NSJC Vaping, the score. Score on the doors.
Scores on the doors.
Is it score on the doors? Yeah, it's on the doors.
Right. It's coming out for me at 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, it's coming out. I'll
That's
never
a
give.
monster score.
I know. I won't ever give anything unless it really deserves it a 10. Because in my eyes, with everything that comes out, there's always room for improvement. For me, I know it's developed as a single 18650, and I know that's why they got the big brother cuboid in. That's a bit of a drawback for me. Just battery life.
Was it this one that's the firm with the custom firmware?
Yeah.
I'm going to put links to that below
Yeah.
because we have recently found this guy who makes firmware for these mods. He makes some for the RX200, for this, and for the cuboid.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's brilliant. It's
I
really,
think
it's really
I saw
good.
somebody playing Flappy Bird.
Yeah, exactly. What? No, that's crazy. But yeah, there's
But there we have it. Guys, if you want us, let's break this down, guys and girls. Sorry. If you want a small mod that is up to date, new, fresh, you just want to whack a tank, going out on a night out. You don't want to carry around a big, like his RX200 or the Cube or something like that. You want to go out. Say you're going out like 7, 8 o'clock. And
Does time matter? Is time a thing? 7, 8 o'clock?
Obviously if you're going out 7 o'clock at 8 o'clock in the morning, that ain't going to do shit, is it? But yeah.
So if you're going out for a late evening, the battery might last.
Seriously, guys, I'm keeping it, and I'm really nitpicky on it.
Yes, you are.
So
really
I'm keeping it, guys. It's out there.
It's got
Please go
marked
and get it.
seal of approval.
Yeah, go and grab it. So
Yeah.
that's the EVIC VTC Mini done. Cheers.
Good times. Right, so now it's the.
This is a.
Honestly, never gets
new
old.
one.
The Joyetech AIO. Right, again, it's like the Curve 2 and the iStick Basic. It's very difficult for us to judge upon these, but I've got to say, I quite like this.
Yeah.
We had a night of fun and frolics in this bar not long ago, and to be fair, I didn't.
That was the party, wasn't it?
It was the party. Yeah, I didn't want to use. You might have seen pictures on Instagram and the Facebook page if you're that interested. But if not, I didn't really want to bring out the RX200. In fact, when I did bring this out, it got dropped, didn't it?
Yeah.
It survived, thank goodness.
This is my bar, so all of my mods are on the shelf, so people will just grab them what they feel like grabbing. So.
Yeah. But this came out, it did its rounds, and it was, do you know what, I was actually really impressed with it.
Loads of people, nobody was really interested in the
No,
coils.
no,
and
they weren't.
In my Griff and my Claptons
No.
and that kind of stuff. People were just looking at that.
Exactly. And
light at the front.
I thought it was really good. I've got the silver one, and you've got essentially this one that's on the front of that box there. And you know, I don't like talking about this because it could be the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Three little letters, TPD, right? My fear is
Not
that
STI.
not STI. Yeah, the TPD. I have a fear that this is going to be the norm because it's 2 mil TPD compliant, childproof TPD compliant, leak proof TPD compliant. So
I mean that's Joyetech are, the way I see it, they are at the forefront.
Yeah,
They really are, and
yeah.
fair play to them because
How much was this? It was 20 quid, wasn't it? Was it 20 quid?
No, it's more than that.
Is it?
I'm thinking like 25.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be going up on the vapingliquid.com website, so I will put links to that below because they very kindly provided us with these. I liked the interchanging colour on the tank. I like the simplicity of it. I like the fill line on the way that the plasticky grippy bits on the side is also the fill line on the coloured one, like on the box there.
Because you get a line on the silver one.
On my one, you just get a max fill line next to the glass of the tank. Guys, there's not really much to say.
But I tell you what though,
it's a really simple thing.
You touched on it earlier, right? So we had this party, and I don't want to ramble on too much about the party, but we had this party here. We had a load of people here, smokers.
Yeah, smokers.
So we had smokers in here and stuff like that, and we were a bit of band between us vapors. And tiny little clouds of nicotine and tar. And we are. Well, there you go. Doing that.
Do this.
And yeah, like you said, it did its rounds, and my one, which was at the top, that went round several people, and ended up with my little sister, who's been smoking for, she's got been smoking for a while, hasn't she?
Yeah, not that little. She's perfectly, you know.
Yeah.
It is legal for her to use this stuff.
Yeah. And she got on really well with it. And it's durable as well, because she probably dropped it about 4 or 5 times.
She did drop it quite a lot. Yeah,
it's durable.
We were going to bring her in to do this revisited video, weren't we? Because she's been using it as well.
Yeah.
But she's not available. So.
And you've lent yours now to her husband.
Yes, I have. After now, I'm done with the reviewing. I've lent it to him just to see how he's getting on. Hopefully, try and convert him over to the vaping side.
But like you said, I think that's it. We both really rated it. It's really good. I personally, the one thing I love about it is the child lock, like your juice bottles.
Yeah.
So like you can't undo your juice bottles without pushing down. Sorry guys, bit of a malfunction there. I'll let the computer genius tell you what's going on there.
Cheers for that. I'm not going to go into why the camera only records for 12 minutes, but again, it was the same as on one of the previous revisited videos.
Memory card or something.
Something to do with a memory card. We can't really fix it until we spend an obscene amount of money on a memory card. But anywho, what we were saying was, good times. Joyetech, well done.
Yeah, really well done. Forefront of vaping, and it goes to show. So there you go. NSJC rating, off you go.
NSJC rating, that's right. Do I have to consider the fact that this is TPD compliant?
Yes, you've got to. I mean, that's what it's out there for, that's what it's made for.
Well, if we are going, in a non-TPD land, this would get a 6.5.
Yeah.
In the land of TPD, this would get an 8. Because it's so easy, so simple. I really like the changing colours in the tank. That's such a little snazzy, cool idea. And actually, one thing we didn't mention was one of the drip tips has got like a, what do they call it? An anti. Is it something to do with spit back? Yeah,
it's like the.
Or they call it the EVIC AIO mouthpiece.
Yeah.
So yeah, that and it's like the Raphael. Sorry, it's got a coil that goes up the centre of it, and that was really good. So,
for me, do you know what? Doesn't matter about the TPD. It doesn't, because the
TPD kind of does matter.
It does. Yeah, it does. But I'm fight the power.
Fight the power. No TPD.
Been off the EU. Jobs are good. Not quite jobs are good, but anyway, that's a totally different conversation. To me, it doesn't really matter. It's a vaping device. Does it do what the box says it's going to do? Yeah. Does it feel nice in my hands? Yeah. Does it look cool? Yeah. Is it new? Is it innovative? Yeah. It ticks all those boxes for me. For me, it's getting a straight 8.5.
Good times.
It really is. I really liked it. I laughed and joked about it and stuff like that. But with all the mods that I've got, I still ended up keep picking it up. I don't know why. Maybe it was something new, but I still ended up picking it up. So for me, it's an 8.5. But thank you ever so much, guys, for taking the time to watch our revisitors.
Yeah, sorry,
they're a bit uncanny, they're a bit of a laugh, but
we do ramble on. It's something chronic, so sorry about that.
Again, I say this at the end of the videos. Please, if there's anything you guys want to see us do, if you've got any issues or anything like that, please let us know.
Yeah, one of your subscribers did mention the TC. Was it the TC?
The 100 watt temperature control.
Yeah, that has been really quite difficult to get hold of, and we fear now that maybe it's a little bit too further down the line. But
if it comes about, we will do it. Because, but guys, thank you ever so much again, and I know it's very cliche, but just vape on.
Vape on, like, comment and subscribe.
Boom.
Laters guys, take care.
Hi guys, thanks for taking the time to look at some of our videos. If you want to see more of what we've been talking about, please click here, and don't forget to subscribe here, and if you're on a mobile phone, the links are way down here.